Let's hear it for Scott Smith, Bobby Nichols, Bob Gross, and Jay Lewis. Let's hear it for their trio, their combo. Yeah. If I had a martini glass in the back, I would have had one when I was back there, but I didn't have one. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to our 45th candlelight service. This is our 45th. Can you believe that? So I'm just going to let them roll with it and do what they do best. So let's welcome Chase Huna and Melanie Taylor and Tom Moore and Gina and Michael. Let's go, folks. Let's have some fun. Go for it.
Chase Huna.
All right. Eat that, Dave Cause. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just kidding. I was at the Dave Cause concert the other night, and I tell you what, Chase, you are amazing. That right? Let's hear from Chase again, please. Absolutely. So, yeah, this is our 45th, and we have some extra special guests for you tonight. It's a different kind of candlelight. I decided this year I want to do something just a tad bit different, so I think you're going to find the tradition of our candlelight is going to be just a tad bit different, but I hope you enjoy it. So, I'm without... Already, I know. We haven't even started yet. I get emotional. I get emotional on these candlelight services. You know why? Because I know not all of you come to our center, and I know not all of you are people who believe in science of mind, but I believe it's really cool that we all get together and have this moment where we just celebrate just the Christmas holiday and just the fact that we're all here and we're, for the most part, everybody's here and healthy and we're safe and we're secure. And every year I give great thanks to have this opportunity to stand in front of you, because for 45 years we've been lighting candles in this center. And it means so much to me to have you all here tonight and to have this amazing band and the rehearsals that they put in, and just, it's going to be a great night. So, Reverend Laura, I'm going to have you come on up and pray us in.
There is a light shining within each and every one of us, and that light guides us every moment, every day, not just at Christmas time. And so we remember that each and every one of us is the son and daughter of one God. We are those forgotten children, and that we come together here to celebrate not just the holiday, that love, that presence, our life, the life of those that surround us, that are with us, and those that have moved on, and that are still with us on the other side. And so I am so grateful. I am so grateful for this center, for Dr. Joe, for this powerful music, for this powerful energy that is here tonight, that the love that fills this room is palpable. It is that presence, and it is right here, right now, with us always. And so as we go about the rest of the few days, let us remember the true meaning of this season, which is love, which is giving, and being open to receive all the gifts that are there for us. And so I know that this evening is going to touch many hearts. It has already touched them. When they got their ticket, when they got their seat, they came here in great anticipation. And I know that each one here leaves filled with that light and that love. And so I know that this is the truth. So I release this into the law, knowing that it is so. And please join me as we say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
sing joy to the world, for the Lord's come. Let earth receive the King. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Go tell of his story. Go shout the new story. Heaven and nature sing joy. To the world 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 and joy. To the world sing joy. To the world and sing joy. To the world 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 sing joy. To the world, come on, y'all, sing joy, joy to the world.
Nikki Harris.
All right. Whoa. Sorry, Bill. Hey, wait, Nikki. Wait. Let's welcome Nikki Harris, everybody. She flew in from the East Coast to be here tonight. Thank you, Nikki. Let's hear it for Nikki. Hang on one second. All right. Beautiful. Way to go, band. You guys are rocking, man. This is good. So, I need you to do something real quick. I need you to pretend, for right now, just kind of pretend that it's Christmas Eve. I know we're having this a couple days early, so I need you to pretend right now that it's Christmas Eve. So the title of my talk tonight is called The Conversation. Because I was starting to think about, how many times can we tell the Christmas story? You're going to find that out tomorrow. How many times can we talk about all these different things? And I mean, there's only so many ways to spin this. And so I thought, I asked myself some questions. I came up with a list of questions, and I'm going to share them with you. Where is the Christ about to be born? Where is Christmas? Where do the children wait for Santa Claus? Where is the snow deep, and yet where is the breeze, flowered, scented breeze moving through the air? Where is the night sky and the stars and the moon? Where is every single sight and sound, every thought and feeling, every image and idea of Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Where are the wise men and all their gifts? Where are their shepherds and their sheep? Where is the star of the east? Where is the stable, the oxen, the manger, and the child called Jesus? They're all here right now. Right here, right now, in our consciousness. Within our minds are all of those things. And they always have been. Does it matter if the snow is deep or the air is filled with scented breezes? God is the mind that you and I are, and the whole universe is that mind. Christmas is where you are. Look within. Listen with your inner ear. Listen with love. Can't you hear the Christ of your own soul saying, I am here? Do not look for me in the past or the future. I am here now. Always it has been so, and always it will be. This is where the birth takes place. And my birth is yours, for we are one of the same thing. Listen, just listen. My peace I give to you. Listen to the wise men saying, we bring our gifts to you. This is my kingdom, and it's yours now. The kingdom of the Christ self-consciousness, wherein every sight and sound, every thought and feeling, every image and idea is reflecting the qualities and attributes of the one infinite self, yourself, myself, the God self that's right here and right now in each and every one of us. The question is, are we knowing that tonight? Or are you believing that the world is hot with the fires of war, cold with the advance of years, or a place of misery and lack and unhappiness where we're caught in a web of adverse conditions that are truly, Christmas is not what it should be. It's not what it used to be. That's not what it could be. Those feelings are all valid. Still, those thoughts and feelings, they do not serve us well. The true Christmas thought is where the fires of war appear, peace then resides. Where the cold of advanced years, eternal love is right where we are. Where the misery and sufficiency that fed the 5,000, that's Christmas now as it ever will be. So know this with me. Perceive this truth within your own mind, and the fires will go out, and the chill will dissipate. The misery will dissolve into nothingness. For the Christ idea is now born within you and born within me as perfection and wholeness experienced. You and I, we are the Christ light. We are the Christ light that shines brightly, each one of us right now. And sometimes it may not feel like that, because sometimes we may not feel like our light is shining. But deep within us, everything that we've ever needed, everything that we've ever desired, everything that's ever going to be made manifest is going to be made because we are that light. And that's what we celebrate tonight. Let us together accept this promise as fact and also our experience. Not only do we accept that promise, but we accept this as a fact that we are the light of God in all of its human form. And that everything out there, all the people out there, they are also the lights of God. We may not agree on everything, but we are that light of God. We are the Christ consciousness that was born, like Laura said, some 2,000 years ago. And I don't know the story of all of that. I don't know what's true. I don't know what's, fact or what was made up. And it really doesn't matter. What matters to all of us is that we choose to open our hearts and our souls and accept this time of year in a different way and balance and love in all those different areas of our lives. And we have to choose joyously to give birth tonight to something else. We have to surrender to it. We have to, Michael's going to sing a song called Fall on Me. And we have to just allow ourselves to surrender to this. So tonight, this message of knowing what we know, the Christ consciousness giving birth in this moment, that's what I want us to focus on. And I want you to focus on it like I have to surrender into something greater, to be born this Christmas Eve. Let's just know that. Let's just know that.
For Michael Hadley.
There you go, Jason. It will work perfectly. So tonight, as we begin to light the candles for the attributes of God, this beautiful song, I Believe in You. Probably remember Whitney Houston singing that. And imagine, if you would, that if you were Christ's ideas manifested in human form, and the infinite said to you, I believe in you. I believe in you, and I know you can do great things. I know you can do great things because I created you to create great things, to manifest all of these attributes that we're going to address tonight. So imagine, if you would, a universe asking you to be more Christ-like in the way you approach your life. So as I light each one of these candles, I'll talk about each one, and Chase will play a little bit, but I really want you to kind of close your eyes and meditate on the idea that I want to be more of these qualities in my life so I can represent the very, very best, that the universe created in its image and likeness and called it a human named Jesus. Jesus was the man. The Christ consciousness is what he taught. You don't have to be a Christian or a Jew or any, you just have to know that the Christ principles and the attributes of God are available to all of us. Now, whether we choose or not to express them more often or not, that's something we're choosing. So tonight, let us just reflect as I call out each one of these attributes and discuss them all, about embodying them and literally just breathing them in as you hear them. First one is light. And God said, let there be light. And from that, all things were created. That you and I bring our light into the room. Are you bringing your light into the room? Are you bringing your light into your relationships? Are you bringing your light into your health? Are you bringing your light into your abundance? Are you bringing in light? Imagine being created in an image and likeness and saying, bring the light, Joe. Bring the light. Share the light. Now, sometimes we don't feel like it in our humanity. Sometimes I'm like feeling the last thing is light. But if that's what we were called to do, what would you do differently tomorrow? What would you do differently tonight? What would you do differently next year if you were called to be the light? Next one is life. Put your hands right next to your carotid artery and know this: you're still here. The the life of God is still moving in, around, and through you. Every one of us. Are you bringing life into your life? When you combine the idea of light and you combine the idea of life, are you bringing both of those into your world and in the world of others? If you think about what Jesus, the master teacher, did, he brought those two things into everyone's world that he came in contact with. He didn't listen to the naysayers. He didn't listen to the news. Thank God there wasn't cable back then. But what he did is he exemplified that when you bring your light and you bring your life into whatever situation you're in, you have the ability to make things beautiful, not just for yourself, but for other people. So that's why I want to light the candle for beauty. Right here. Because when you combine that light and that life, you bring beauty to the world. I look out and I see, well, right now I don't see you guys because you're in the dark, but I would look out and I would see beauty made manifest. Because you're chosen. You know, there's certain religion and philosophies talk about the chosen people. I have news for you. We've all been chosen. We were chosen before you even had a name. You were chosen. You were chosen to bring that life and that light and that beauty into the world, to express yourself, to live your passion. Not just to exist, not just to try to get through things, but to actually live your life with a sense of passion. And sometimes that can be challenging. Sometimes life kind of gets in the way, and you know, physical conditions or financial conditions or relationship conditions. But if you think about how those three things work together, truly, you're bringing change into your world as long as you're allowing yourself to express through that inner awareness. The next one is joy. Joy. I remember Dr. Tom used to say joy, the acronym is just open yourself. Just open yourself up. You got to get out of the house. Get off the computer. Get off the cell phone. Get out and experience some joy. Your presence here tonight is telling that it is ready to experience some joy. You came here tonight with an expectancy of music and a message and something profound spiritually to happen in your world. And so you had this anticipation, this expectation of joy. Do you carry that expectation of joy in your life at all times? Or again, are you just trying to make it from one day to the next and 1 month to the next? I want you to think about how you bring joy not only into your life, but to the lives of others. I can tell you, if you're hanging around and talking about the conditions of the world, in the stock market or whatever's going on in the East Coast, or up in Sacramento or in your local government, if you're sitting around talking about those things, I can guarantee you that joy is not the topic of conversation. That doesn't mean we don't have intelligent conversations, but it means we spend more time talking about the things we desire to happen in our life than what's actually happening in the world around us. That's what we do. Begin to combine all of these, you know what you have? You have power. Not to control other people, not to control the conditions. You have power over your own life. You have power over your own emotions. You can claim and stand and authorize your experience in your life. That's power. when you can stand up and not care what other people think about what you're doing, but doing it because you're coming from that love and that light and that joy, when you can stand in that place, then you've harnessed your power. Then you've said to the universe, hey, I am your son. I am your daughter. I am brought into this earth to experience these things, to share these things, and to bring people into an awareness that there is even more to life than what they have in right now. That's the kind of power I'm talking about. That internal knowingness. That knowing that you know, and when you do, you surrender to that knowing, and when you surrender to that knowing, you are on your way. You are on your way. Peace I give unto you. Peace I give unto you. I remember when I was a kid in high school, and the Catholic priest would say, "By peace I give unto you, and peace be with you," and we all said, "and also with you." Do you believe that? Do you really believe that? Because sometimes I question whether we really have a consciousness of that or not. Sometimes when I see people treating people the way they treat them and say the things they say about them, and the bullying and all the things that go on, and the manipulation and the coercion and all those things, I sit there and think, do we really believe in peace? Because that's not the way we're going to bring it about. Dr. Holmes talks about that. He talks about, peace is not the absence of war. Peace is the absence of confusion. Where there is clarity, there is peace. So tonight I want us to think about, what would it feel like to have peace in your relationships, to have peace in your finances, to have peace in your work, to have peace of mind in your health? What if you brought peace into that? What if that were your conversation? What if you held that to be your bar? I'm establishing peace in my life. I'm establishing peace in my life. I'm establishing more peace in my life. I'm establishing more peace in my life. And the last attribute is love. Love is the answer. Everything is a derivative of love or fear. Jesus, the master teacher, was brought into this experience for us to love. Love one another. Love thy neighbor. Don't skip houses or neighborhoods or communities or countries or cultures or religions. What the world does need now is more love. Imagine that. Imagine a world that had even more love. What if we just turned our love notch up by one? Every one of us. What if we made a concerted effort to be more in alignment with love? So you take all of these attributes, you take life and light and joy and beauty and power and peace and love, and you wrap them all up, and you know what I said earlier? You're sitting with that in you right now. That resides within you. All of these things reside within you because what made you in its image and likeness said, hey, this is good stuff. This is a way to live. This is an example of what you can do. we're not saying that we're right and other people are wrong. What I'm saying is this. If we could take the Christ consciousness, what Jesus the teacher was born in, of, and made it in its image and likeness for us, if we can take that idea and begin to embody that more and more in our life, imagine how we will light up this room. Imagine how we will light up this life. So let's all take a big deep breath in. Have the practitioners come forward. And as the band continues to play this song, we're going to light our candles. I have to give you instruction first. Make sure your candle always stays in the full upright and locked position. You don't ever do this to light someone else's candle. Once your candle is lit, it is to remain in the full upright and locked position. Don't turn it this way, because then William has to clean up the wax on the floor. See you now. And you're beautiful. And your light shines so beautifully. So beautifully. See, I believe in you. We always talk about borrowing my belief. If you don't believe in you, borrow my belief about you. I think that's what Jesus taught us. Son, don't you as you believe. And you know what? If you can't believe, then borrow mine. Because I have more than enough to share. And look around the room. Look at these lights. Look at this beautiful night. Look at this. Everybody's ever so gently just raise your candle up just a little bit. Right there. If you turn your love light on just one more notch, look what happens. It's like magic. And that's all it takes is a little bit of effort. Now go a little bit higher. Stay right there. Look at that. You're beautiful. You have to know that. I believe in you. I believe in the very best of all of us. Let this holiday season celebrate that. Now we'll go back to some tradition. Some silent night. You're done, Chase. Thank you. Great job. We didn't rehearse that. Chase did a great job.
Okay, but we have to play.
Just give me a pitch for Silent Night. Dr. Tom, one of my favorite memories of Dr. Tom, the founder of our center here. That's the pitch for Silent Night, right? Okay, good. Everybody hum. I shine. We'll sing it.
and you shine,
And we shine, and I shine. So even when I make mistakes, we shine. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine. So all right, we're gonna sing "We Are a Light" one more time. We are alive. We are alive. There we go. We are alive in this world. Yes. We are alive. We are alive. We are alive in this world. And we shine, and we shine. And we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine. And we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine.
and we shine, and we shine,
And we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. There we go. One last time, raise them up. Thank you, God. And so it is. So, put your hand on the other side of the candle like this. Very gently blow. Keep it straight up for a few minutes so it doesn't spill over. Turn on the ceiling fan so we don't take a shower. So we're going to have our ushers please stand right where you are. So we have a very special gift for you in just a few minutes. After we take the offertory, Nikki is going to come and...
She has magic power.
Well, give it just a minute. The fire department will be here shortly. Open the doors, please. Can you everybody open the doors, please? Don't worry, we're not going to take a shower, really. We'll sideswipe that. That's a first. You guys have a bunch of hot air and smoke is what it tells me. Open that up for me. Can you open those back doors, please? Are those open too? Give us a second. Everybody just hang on a minute. That's the first time we've ever burned down the house during the candlelight service.
Nicely done.
I think, yes, see? It's God's way of saying, give abundantly. Okay. This is our time for our offertory. Just repeat after me. I'm so very blessed.
I'm so very blessed.
Our center is so very blessed.
Our center is so very blessed.
We are a light
We are light
in the Coachella Valley
in the Coachella Valley.
that shines so brightly.
Shines so bright.
People are attracted to us
People are attracted to us
because they know
because they know
when they're here, we will fill them up with light.
fill them up with light.
And so it is. Just instrumental for a minute till they. So Nikki's going to sing a song that's one of my favorites. It's not your traditional Christmas song, but to me it means so much more. Because all of this, for all of us, is a representation of what the universe has given us to express. So we'll finish this. Did everybody get a seat tonight? Yeah? Did that work? Good, good. There were a couple empty seats, so I figured we got everybody in. So just wait a second, because she's going to come sing a song that's going to, if you had seatbelts, I'd say fasten them. By the way, this is not like the Catholic Church that if you show up on Saturday, you don't have to come on Sunday. Just saying. So we'll see you all tomorrow. I also want to give special thanks to Mark and Paul, who sponsored our poinsettia tree. They underwrote the entire cost. So let's thank Mark and Paul. Also inside your cover, you saw those people dedicated in honor and memory of people. So we honor those, and we're so grateful for those people who have touched our lives and how we've shown our demonstration that way. So again, thank you, Mark and Paul, and thank all of you for participating. I think we're good to go, Nikki. Oh, you got a fan. Good for you, honey.
Honey, this is the most amazing opening act I ever had. The angels started singing and beeping and chirping and carrying on. This is a serious Christmas. That's a new gift. That's a different kind of gift.
It's a different kind of gift. All right, are we good? Did we have to collect the offering? Everybody good? I want the ushers to be seated so they can enjoy this. All right?
And
We're
for
great.
all gifts, what do you say when you get a gift?
Thank you.
We just say thank you. We say thank you for the smoke. We say thank you for the light. We say thank you for it all. Right? We just say thank you. How do I say thanks for the things that God has done for me? And wow. Can I just
Baby,
say
thank
something?
you.
May I?
Oh my God. Oh, thank you.
I just want to say something here, if I may. This young lady and I, we go so far back, and I just feel so honored that she answered the call. And I said, Nikki, honey, I need you for Christmas.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Thank you.
And she's singing tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, all right, where are we? Okay, benediction. Dale, thank you for coming on up. Dale's going to give our benediction tonight. I want to thank the band and all the singers and all the wonderful talent that we've shared with us tonight. I think everybody did an outstanding job tonight.
All right, beloveds, let us close our eyes and just let ourselves steep in that sweetness of spirit that has been so beautifully expressed tonight. Through Dr. Joe, Reverend Laura, through Nikki and the band, and just feel it. Feel it, feel it. And so I know that as we leave tonight, we are just in that radiant space of love, that radiant space of light that is our true essence. And we know that that light can never be extinguished because that light is spirit and that light is who we are, and we are one inseparable. And so as we move into the next holiday season, I am knowing that we feel God in all that we are doing, that we are able to look beyond appearances and see the nature of spirit through all beings, through our family and our friends. And so as we open our hearts and souls to that wisdom of God, that wisdom that tells us we are always in its presence, I am knowing that we are able to carry that message of the Spirit far and wide wherever we go as we just feel the wholeness of God in all that we are doing. And so knowing that we are safe on our journey home tonight, we just allow this feeling that we are taking away from here tonight to remain with us now and forevermore, knowing this is what it feels like to be in the presence of God, and that presence is always there. And so grateful for how we are blessed in all ways with perfect health and wellness, with joy, with peace, with prosperity, with creativity, and loving relationships. I am knowing a happy and healthy holiday for all of us. And so with that said, I release my word as law into that perfect law of mine, knowing it is done. And so join me as we say together, and so it is. Amen.
Let every day be like Christmas. Bring out the crew. We got one
All
last
right,
number for
come
you.
on back, my fabulous singers. Michael Hadley, Gina Harlan, Bob Moore, Melanie Taylor, Nikki Harris, this fabulous band, Scott, Bobby, Bob, and Jay, and myself, Jerry Lynn. This is our creed. We got to live every day. Yes. Let every day be like Christmas. Oh, and Chase Huna, everybody.
Yes. I'm standing over here.
He looks like he owns a yacht right now.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let every day be like Christmas. Open your heart, feel the love. Live every moment with gladness. Filled with the Spirit from above. Lift up your heart and be joyful. Fill it with gladness and cheer. Filled with the Spirit from above. Lift up your heart and be joyful. Fill it with gladness and cheer. Let every day be like Christmas, not just one day of the year. Give love, breathe love, live love, see love, give love, breathe love, live love, see love. Let every day be like Christmas. Open your heart, feel the love. Live every moment with gladness. Filled with the Spirit from above. Lift up your heart and be joyful. Fill it with gladness and cheer. Let every day be like Christmas. Let every day be like Christmas. Let every day be like Christmas. Every day be like Christmas. Every day be like Christmas. Every day be like Christmas.
Not just one day, Nikki, tell me. Not just one day.
Not just one day. Don't wait. You got a lot of time to love somebody. Don't make it one day of the year. Start right now. Make every day Christmas. Oh, yeah.
Nikki Harris, Chase Huna, Melanie Taylor, Bobby Moore, Gina Harlan, Michael Hadley, Scott Smith, Bobby Nichols, Bob Gross, and Jay Lewis. I'm Jerry. I almost said I'm Jerry Lewis. What? Yeah, see? Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Merry Christmas. We'll see you in the morning, right? Thank you, Dr. Joe, for the beautiful service.